All right, people. Welcome back to Kosi Media. Welcome back to the Arsenal podcast with me, Kosi. And of course, never forget to smash the like button. Never forget to subscribe, and never forget to hit that share button. It means a lot. It means a lot to the Arsenal podcast. We are going to be looking at the preview Arsenal up against Liverpool. Can we beat Liverpool? That is the biggest question. Get your comments flowing in, get your predictions flowing in, get your goal scorers flowing in. Will Willian start? That's what we are going to be looking at. William Saliba and all the new boys. Can they start up against the club itself? Liverpool. That's what we are going to be. That's what we are going to be talking about. And my name, of course, is Kosi. So let's get straight up into the predicted lineups. That's what I want us to look at first before we go any further. There are a couple of lineups I've been selecting, and we can look at them. For us, if we can look at Ban Leno, Tierney, Luis, Saliba, I'm going with a defense of three because that looks to be Mikel Arteta's favorite. Bukayo Saka in that midfield, as well as Cedric, Xhaka, Willock, Willian and Aubameyang starting, as well as Nketiah up front. You're going to ask me so many questions about that lineup, but I'm really ready to answer all the questions. And if I look at Liverpool, what they are most likely to bring in that game against us in the Community Shield: Alisson, Ramsey, Baker, Virgil van Dijk, Gomez, Williams, Robertson. That is most times that is what they bring. Fabinho, Wijnaldum, and Jones standing in that midfield. Of course, Henderson is the man I've replaced there to bring in Jones. Mane, Salah, and Brewster. I put off the man himself. I put off the man himself. Fabinho, and then I brought in Brewster. So those are the starting lineups I think could actually start for Liverpool. Firmino off, Roberto Firmino off, Brewster comes in for Liverpool. Mane, Salah starting as the wingers. Of course, they are regular starters for Liverpool. You know them. Gigi Wijnaldum, Jones, apart from Henderson, but Gigi Wijnaldum and Fabinho are also regular starters for the club itself, Liverpool. If we do not see Gigi Wijnaldum, we could see Keita. I suppose we might see Keita starting for the club itself, Liverpool, and then Jones. If Jones doesn't appear, then we might see the man himself, Jadon Henderson, coming in. Of course, I expect players like Takumi Minamino to get their starting, positions this season, and these are the games where they have to start more and more. The defense doesn't really seem to be changed, apart from Williams, who comes in for Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's doubtful. But of course, if he's confirmed that he can play, basically he will be playing against us. So that's the Liverpool side, I think, that will play against us. That is tomorrow on Saturday, the Charity Shield game. Now, that is, the Liverpool side, but let us discuss the Arsenal side. Now, Ban Leno and Emi Martinez, they are saying Emi Martinez has to go into quarantine because he has been in, was in Portugal? Yeah, I think he was in Portugal. So many people are saying he has to go in quarantine and all those things. So Ban Leno remains as the number one choice goalkeeper. Of course, he has always been my number one choice goalkeeper. So I don't think anyone can actually change that. He will stay in goal. A back line of three with Tierney, Luis, and Saliba. Saliba had a very good, impressive game against MK Dons in the preseason, the first preseason we have ever played, ever since the season ended, just 15 days to the opening of the Premier League. So Saliba and Luis, I think many people would want to see Pablo Mari alongside Saliba, but it's going to be first Luis and Saliba first. As Pablo Mari recovers, because he's a bit doubtful. That is in the first place, and of course the other thing is that Luis has more experience, and of course he's favored under Mikel Arteta. Kian Tierney has been one of our best, left backs, one of the best left backs ever since the Premier League returned from the coronavirus outbreak. So I think he will retain his position among the back three. Now going to the midfield, because that's where we have midfield shambles. This season, Saka, Cedric will be I'm looking at Saka and Cedric joining the back three, joining the midfield actually. They join me the midfield. Xhaka and Willock will be the two men standing in the midfield. Now, of course, Willock, I have so many questions, about Willock, just like you guys do. Xhaka, of course, he's loved by Mikel Arteta. He has improved a lot, so I would expect him to be in that midfield. But the problem is Willock, so we need someone to replace Willock as soon as possible. Aubameyang and Willian, as well as Nketiah. If Willian doesn't start, I think Pepe will start, in his place, and if Nketiah doesn't start, of course, Lacazette will be the man to start in his place. So that is what I think the lineups could look like. So I want you guys to give me your predictions. I want you guys to tell me what you think about these games as we get underway. Get in your predictions and get in your goal scorers. Who do you think is going to score for Arsenal? Do you think Arsenal can actually beat Liverpool in the Community Shield? We have won it before, and I think we beat one of the best sides. It was Manchester City way back then. I think we hammered it 4-1. If you guys still remember, Olivier Giroud scoring goal number 4 when we were beating Manchester City 4-1. I think that's the last time we have ever appeared in the Community Shield. That must be the last time. Oh, we also versed against Chelsea, and also we beat them. So I think we have been really doing well in the FA Cup and the Community Shield. It won't be any surprise for me. If we went ahead to beat Liverpool in that Community Shield. Of course, it's not going to be an easy game. Liverpool are champions of the Premier League. We are champions of the FA, and that's why we qualify to play this game. But Liverpool are way better than us, and you guys know that Liverpool are a bigger side. Liverpool are a better side when it comes to us, and especially when it comes to their midfield. They are a bigger side. So get in your predictions, smash the like button, and tell me, do you think Arsenal can beat Liverpool? If we can beat Liverpool, what is going to be the score and who will score for us? Before I do that, I'm going to give you my prediction, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, I just gave you my two predicted lineups: Arsenal against Liverpool. I gave you the Liverpool side, I gave you the Arsenal side, and I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't think we can beat Liverpool. I'm a very honest fan. I love Arsenal so much. I'm one of those people who believe we can do anything. I believed it. I believed we were going to beat Chelsea. I believed we were going to beat Chelsea, and boom, bang, we beat them. Somehow we beat them, in the FA Cup final. They looked better. I have to say they looked better, but somehow we beat them in that final. Now, in the FA Cup, in the FA Community Shield, can we beat Liverpool? I don't think we can beat Liverpool, but we can do enough. We can do enough, because just look at our midfield as compared to the Klopp's midfield. Our midfield is in shambles. Our midfield is really trash. I wouldn't just wake up one day and say, I'm going to beat Klopp's club. I'm going to beat Klopp's side, because they look good. They are better than us, blood. They are better than us. Just look at the way, they line up. They have, Henderson. They have Gigi Van Adam. They have Keita. They have Fabinho. They have quality players in that midfield, blood. And of course, Mikel Arteta and Arsenal have always been, a club. Arsenal has always been a club that plays in the midfield. So if our midfield is empty like that, with Willock, with Xhaka, you don't think we are going to beat Liverpool, blood? Guys, just look at that midfield. Think about the players, El Neni and the others who could actually field for us, Genduzi. Do you think we can beat Liverpool? For me, I'm not in it. If we beat Liverpool, it's going to be a very big surprise for me. But of course, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't lose to Liverpool by a big margin. I think Liverpool can, I think we are going to lose to Liverpool something like 2-1. Something like 2-1. 2-1, and I think Mane can score against us, and Salah, and then Aubameyang can score, can get us, a lifeline. 2-1. That must be the prediction from the Arsenal podcast. 2-1, Aubameyang scores for us. Mane and Mane and Salah, get the goals for, I also think a player like Gigi Fernando can come in and score. Maybe it goes to 3-1, something like that. But I don't expect to lose by a big margin to Liverpool. And you guys remember, we have beaten Liverpool last season in the second leg. We beat them. So, it means a lot. That means a lot. So it gives us a lot of confidence that maybe we can beat them. Maybe we can beat them, but this is going to be another big tie, and probably we have to work harder and harder. So smash the like button, get in your predictions. Do you think we are going to beat Liverpool? Get in your predictions and smash up the likes. Smash up the likes. Kelvin Kamau says it will be a hard game, but Liverpool will win 2-1. I also say Liverpool could actually win it 2-1. Get me your goal scorers and tell me why you think Arsenal cannot really beat Liverpool. For me, I just gave you my reasons. They are better than us in the midfield. Our midfield is really empty. We need to occupy the midfield. We have 15 days to the beginning of the season. We shall play against Fulham, and then 1 week later we shall play against West Ham. So we need actually to wrap up the transfer business as soon as possible. I don't know what is happening. 1 week, before, we were doing very well in transfers, bringing in all the players we wanted. We were bringing on the players we wanted. Gabriel Magalhaes was on his way. Willian was signing. Aubameyang was very close. Today, we expect Gabriel Magalhaes to be announced. Nothing happens. And now, the midfield we were trying to, cover up, have been exploding again. So probably, guys, that's one of the reasons I think we might not beat Liverpool. Bombo Zina says we will walk over Liverpool. We have done it before. And I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying it's possible. We have done it before. We have beaten Liverpool before. But the question is, how good are we? Remember Danny Ceballos. By the time we beat Liverpool, we had Granit Xhaka and Danny Ceballos in that midfield, guys. Ceballos is away. Who's gonna replace Danny Ceballos in that box to box mid row? So that means Liverpool are way better than us in terms of midfield, because they have a quality CDM in Fabinho. They have a quality box to box in Gigi Wijnaldum. Even if they brought in Keita, they would be better than us, and that's why I think it's gonna be very hard to beat us. To beat them, blind. It's gonna be very hard. Maybe when in the Premier League, if we sort ourselves out, we get Partey, we get someone like Uwa, because one of the latest stories I'm getting is that Arsenal are preparing to get in a 62 million bid for our. I don't know whether it's gonna be rejected, or I don't know, or whether Lyon are gonna accept it. But that is the latest I'm getting in. But before we can manufacture or find a way around the problems we have in that midfield, I don't think we are going to beat Liverpool in the Community Shield. I think they're just too good. I think it's just too good. Just forget this kind of Liverpool, after the lockdown, during the return of football, where every player of Liverpool was, frustrated and tired, and all those things. They were champions already. They had nothing to lose. This is a cup final, man. This is a cup final. This is the FA Cup, Community Shield. This is the FA Community Shield, man. It's a cup final, and you don't expect Liverpool to just close their eyes and sleep there and say we are going to lose to Arsenal. It isn't going to be like that, blood. It's going to be a very hard game, and Arsenal need to do more than it takes to win it. And I think we come into this game, and the better side is Liverpool. Trust me. Kelvin Kamau says, I don't trust Willock in that game. No one would ever trust Willock. I wouldn't trust Willock even if we were playing against Wolves or Watford. Trust me. I wouldn't trust Willock even if we were playing against, Watford. I wouldn't. But the biggest question is, if you don't trust Willock, who do you trust then? Do you bring in El Neni? I wouldn't bring in El Neni. I would stay with Willock. Do you bring in Guendouzi? Guendouzi has had a couple of chances, and under 3 managers, and he has failed to show us that he is a good player. He is one player that can actually play a good game for Arsenal. So that's the biggest question. If you do not trust Willock, who do you trust? Who do you plan on bringing in? That's the biggest question, Blind. The question is, the issue is not, I don't want so and so to play. The question is, if you don't want Willock, who do you want to play for Arsenal? Like me, I wouldn't go for Willock, but I would go for Ceballos if he was available. I would suggest we sign Partey so that Xhaka plays with Partey. That would be my suggestion. But right now, I don't have Ceballos, I don't have Partey. Maybe Willock is the better option. Ozil, I don't think he's even in good playing form. I don't think even he's even training well, because his mind is about, is all over eating his money and, finishing his season at Arsenal and disappearing from the club. That's what that's what Ozil is thinking about. So you cannot say, blood. You cannot say that you don't want Willock, because he's right now in the midfield options we have. He's better. He's better, blood. He's better. Who is better than Willock in that midfield? Grant Xhaka and Torreira, is the best pairing we have. Torreira and Xhaka, they are proved to be a wrong pairing for some time, and we cannot just force them to play. We can't, man. Get in your predictions, smash up the likes button. Get in your predictions, smash up the like button. Obed Biarhanga, welcome to the show, blood. Obed says, I think Laka will. You think Laka will play and okay, he says, I think Laka will score. Okay, if he gets a chance, I think Laka is decent. I think he's a decent striker. And if you ask me why Laka is not actually becoming, a shining stone at Arsenal, my answer is I don't know. He was at Lyon for almost 3-4 seasons, scoring 15 plus goals. He's a goal machine, and I don't know why he has not. He has failed to activate himself. I don't know why he has failed to, to become active, in that Arsenal team. I expected Lacazette, to score, 20 goals per season, just like Aubameyang. I don't know why he's not scoring, and maybe this is, this is one of the reasons as to why Mikel Arteta is saying, let him go to Juventus, let him go to Atletico Madrid, and let us find a better player. But if he started, he would give much trouble to Van Dijk. He would give much trouble to all, to that weak, overrated, Liverpool defense. John says, the play Laka as a forward, Auba and Pepe should play the wings. Laka will fit. We play Laka as a forward, Auba and Pepe. Of course, that is the chronology. That has been the chronology for us. We have always played Laka on the, Aubameyang on the left, Pepe on the right. The striker is Lacazette on Nketiah. I still believe Nketiah is not good enough. I don't believe Nketiah is better. I don't believe Nketiah is better than Lacazette. Now, let us give Lacazette some respect, guys. Let us give Lacazette some respect, guys. Lacazette is better than Nketiah. Lacazette is top quality. I'm not saying Nketiah cannot become top quality, but right now, Aubameyang, Lacazette are in a top class, and Nketiah is below. So I think if you are gonna win this game, Laka should play. But the question is he gonna stay? We might be playing the FA Community Shield, and Blood is doing medical at Juventus because his medical has been announced before. So I don't know. Smash up the likes, and of course subscribe down to the channel. But I don't know, guys. I don't know whether Laka is going to stay even. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. Obed says play Willock. He's going to play because he's I don't know. He's finding himself as an island. He's finding himself as the only option there. He's going to play. Gendoz is not good enough. Torreira is not loved by Arteta, and it's gonna leave because he says he has problems with English in England and all those crap. And so Willock and Xhaka are the two options left for us to use. But let me just propose this question, guys. Would you want to see Willock 38 games in for us next season? Would you want to see him for 38 damn weeks? Would you want to see Willock 38 damn weeks next season? Personally, no. I want to see him as a bench player coming in, something like that. I don't want to see Willock play game in, game out. And Obed says, though I hate him, I also hate, I don't want to say I hate him, but he's not giving me what I want as an Arsenal player. As an Arsenal player, I expect him to be better. As an Arsenal player, as an Arsenal midfielder, I expect you to be top quality, Blood. No, just look at Chelsea. Have you heard about Chelsea's lineup, man? Havertz, Ziyech, oh my God, Werner, Pulisic. Mason Mount's not going to play in that lineup. Mason Mount's not going to play in that lineup, but he's better than Willock 2 times. And we are going to use Willock for 38 games? No, that's a joke. That's I don't want to think about it because whenever I think about it, It seems like a joke, and let it stay as a joke, blood. Let's stay as a joke. I don't want to see Willock for 38 games try and sign Partey, try and sign anyone you can. I don't want to see Willock, not even against Liverpool, but because we have no option, he is the better option. Probably we are gonna go for him. Makaya John, welcome to the show, blood. Welcome to the show, blood. I say, let's play Laka in front, Auba and Pepe on the wings. 3-1 to Arsenal. 3-1 is a very, very, nice looking score on the scoreboard. Every Arsenal one would, every Arsenal fan, including me, would want to see us, raising that scoreboard. 3-1, 90 minutes, and the referee says, points to the center. It is done. Arsenal are champions of the Community Shield 2020-2021. Every Arsenal one, every Arsenal fan wants that. But let us go, be realistic. Can it be? Is it that easy against that Liverpool side? Getting your predictions. Tell me who you think will score. What should be the lineup we should use tomorrow? And tell me why you think we can beat Liverpool, or why you think we cannot beat Liverpool. Smash up the likes. Smash up the likes. So Pepe and Aubameyang and Lacazette. That is the usual lineup, lad. That's the usual lineup. If you're telling me that we should go for the usual lineup, it's okay. It's okay. For me, I'm here to take in your predictions. But remember, Liverpool are a top-class club, man. They're a top-class club, man. And if we are going to be, challenging to Liverpool, we need to be top-class as well. Are we top-class? That's the biggest question. And you guys, you can answer that for yourselves. Are we top-class? In my opinion, we are trying to get to top-class, but we aren't yet. We are not yet there, but probably if we do the things we have to do right, we can become top class. There is no reason as to why Arsenal doesn't become top class. There's no reason. If we can spend the money, get the right manager, get the right players. Of course, spending the money means spending them on the right players, on the right projects. Build a strong project like you see Chelsea is doing. We can become top class. We can, it's gonna reach a time when beating Liverpool is normal, because we have ever been at a point when beating Liverpool was normal. 2004, Liverpool was not our match. 2004, when we were in the Invisibles, winning the unbeaten run. No club, blood. No club was our match. We could beat anyone in that in Europe. 2004, we could beat anyone. We were not afraid of anyone. We could beat anyone with that club, man, with that squad, with that lineup. The Thierry Henrys, the Robert Pires, the Patrick Vieira's, everybody was in our match. We were the Lions. We were the only club that could roar. And I want Arsenal to roar again. I don't want us to be a dead lion. I don't want us to use 2004 Invisibles as a reference all the time. Oh, we were great. We were great. We were great. We were close to winning the Champions League in 2006. We won the unbeaten in 2004. We won the FA Cup in 2006. We were great. We were great. Great, my foot. We need to go back to those days when we were good, so that we can actually compare ourselves to those times and say, are we still big, lad? Are we still great, or we are sinking? Right now, Arsenal is at the bottom of the sea. We are now the Titanic. If you guys have have heard of that story of the Titanic, we are the Titanic, blood, and we need to get up the sea, because we are now down and we are suffocating, man. We are suffocating. We need better players. Willock is a young player, but I prefer Martinelli. They don't play the same thing. Dennis. Martinelli plays better as a winger or striker, and Willock, I don't know even Willock, is he a creating midfielder? Because he doesn't create chances. He doesn't score. He doesn't carry that ball. He cannot actually pass very accurately. I don't know what he does. But don't compare Willock to Martinelli. Martinelli is a superman, wonder kid. He's gonna do great things at Arsenal because he has already started doing them. Please don't compare my boy. To Willock, because Willock, I even don't know what he is like. I don't know what he's like. Is he a creative midfielder? Is he a playmaker? Can you say he's Greenwood? Can you say he's another Saka? Do you compare him to Martinelli? Are you saying he's in the calibers of Mason Mount? I don't know, Brad. I don't know what he plays. Maybe he should get his game better. He should get he should get a bit he should better get his game running. Otherwise, he's not an Arsenal quality, and it's gonna get away like it will be. Trust me. If he doesn't improve his his football, remember Jack Wilshere. Wilshere was a top class quality player who never managed to show us that he was deserving, and finally he went to West Ham. His career went to the dogs. Willock has to put it in head that although you're English, your career can go to the dogs, man. Your career can go to the dogs. Guys, tell me what you think about Willian starting. Tell me what you think about Willian starting in that game. Get in your predictions. What do you think? Can we beat Liverpool? Can we beat Liverpool? Good afternoon, bro. Titus, good afternoon, man. Good afternoon. How are you doing? And Titus, give me your prediction. Do you think we are gonna beat Liverpool? Do you think we are good enough to beat Liverpool? For me, I think we are not yet there, but solving the midfield issues means Arsenal is a close step to fighting against clubs like Liverpool next season. Micaiah Jones, yeah, bro, you are right. Nketiah is not better. Yeah, blood. Big up, blood. Big up, blood. Big up. Nketiah has never been better than the Lacazette. Never has Nketiah been better than Lacazette. When? Tell me. When has Nketiah, do you think Nketiah can give us 30 goals in a season, blood? Or 25 or 20? There are times when, players, create impressions, just impressions. Just like you see, Mohamed El Neni created an impression at Arsenal. And now he's back and confusing the manager that he could actually, get a good season. No, blood. Those are players that create impressions. When you give them 10 games, they become flops. So I don't think Nketiah is better than Lacazette. However, I would leave Nketiah on the bench as a backup player for Lacazette. It should be Nketiah the backup player for Lacazette, not Lacazette the backup player for Nketiah. I don't know why Mikel Simeone, Mikel Guardiola, Mikel Arteta does that. I don't know why he decides to take in the man himself, Lacazette, to sit on the bench and Nketiah starts. I think it should be the other way around, blood. It should be the other way around. So getting in your comments. Smash up the likes. Smash up the likes. Let us get them to 50 likes. Let us get them to 50 likes. Smash up the likes. Almost 30 people watching on the show. Smash up the likes and let us get them to 50 likes. Smash up the likes if you're live right now and get in your comments. Lacazette is a good player to have him in front than Eddie Nketiah. Thank you for believing me, blood, and thank you for seeing what I'm seeing. I love your profile picture. It is the Arsenal jersey. I think I should be getting an Arsenal jersey, one of the latest. I think I should be, and I'm going to be next season. I think I'll be streaming in the Arsenal jerseys, especially those of next season. If you wanna buy me a jersey, it is easy. You can use that super chat button. If you want to buy me an Arsenal jersey, you can use that super chat button. I'll be very thankful. Ghostly, one of those people who always come on when I've just uploaded a video. Ghostly, hello my blood. Hello my blood. You're my fam, blood. You're my fam, you're true fam. So guys, subscribe and hit the notification button. Turn on notifications so that whenever I upload a video, you're the first person to know, just like Ghostly. Whenever I upload a video, Ghostly is live. So guys, just do like Ghostly, subscribe and get those, notifications turned on. Smash up the likes. Let us get them to 50. And of course, give me your prediction. Give me your comment in the comment box. What do you think is going to be the score against Liverpool? Arsenal against Liverpool. What do you think? Do you think we can beat the Banter Dreads? It's not going to be easy, but what do you think? I prefer Willian to take the number 10 role. I want to be honest, Douglas, I've not seen him play as a number 10. That's the truth. I've not seen play as a number 10. Although when he was signing, he told us that he can play as a number 10, as a number 7, as a number 11. Of course, when you sign a player, all the good things are said. I don't remember anyone saying he was 32. And the fact is, he's 32. He cannot give us 4 seasons. That's the truth. But I don't want to attack my own players because I love Willian and I rate him highly. Now, if you say we take Willian as a number 10, that's also quite tricky. Now, the problem I have is, with us, is we have almost 4 or 5 players in that, in that team that do not help us when we lose the ball. If you have Willian, if you have Pepe, you have Lacazette, you have Aubameyang, you have Willock, almost those are 5 players in the starting midfield, in the starting lineup, and they do not help us when we lose the ball. So you guys should be mindful when you're thinking about the lineups you're choosing. If you have Xhaka, you need someone who can help Xhaka when Arsenal is not in possession. Because that's one of the problems we are having, and we had it last season when we had Xhaka and Ceballos. When you lose the ball, Ceballos is not helping. But when you're in possession, Xhaka and Ceballos look good. So number 10, I would want him to try anything at Arsenal. I'd want him to try anything. I want him to try the number 11 role. I want him to try the number 7. I want him to try the number 10. I want him to try the number 8. Let him do whatever he does, as long as it benefits Arsenal. I have no problems with Willian. I have no problems with William. We signed him so that he can actually take us to the greater heights. He said he wants us to go back to the top level Arsenal we were. Probably we can't go back there, man. Probably we can't go back there, because I've seen Arsenal as a top quality, club back in the days. Why can't we do that? We can. At least, let us go back to the Champions League first. Let us go back to the Champions League. Concentrate on that first. Go back to the Champions League, and then we can actually think about the other things. But to go back to the Champions League, we need more players. Even if we used Willian as a number 10, that doesn't mean we don't need a number 6. That doesn't mean we don't need number 8. So I would also want to see him change roles. Can he be really as versatile as we think? The last person I remember who was as versatile at Arsenal was Thomas Rosicky and Santi Cazorla. Cazorla could use both feet very well, perfectly well. Cazorla is one player who could actually, play a number 10 and you think he was born in that number. He plays a number 8 and you think he was born in that number. He plays off the pitch, 7 and 11, and you think he's a natural born winger. Can Willian give us that? Can Willian do that? Probably. We have to wait and see, guys. Okay. Still taking in your comments, and I love the commentary. I love you guys. I love the the level at which you guys are bringing in the comments. Keep bringing the comments. Keep predicting the game. Tell me whatever you want to say on this podcast, because it's an Arsenal podcast. It is the Gunners podcast. Every Arsenal fan can say whatever they want to say, and I'll read it live here so that you get your opinions. Smash up the likes. Smash up the likes. Oga says Saka. What really about Saka? If you want me to talk about Saka, I'm going to say 4 things. 4 things. He's a good kid. Good kid. He had a very good season last season. He deserves the number 7 shot he is putting on, and I have very high hopes in him. 4 things. Wonder kid. What a season he had last season. If we can have 4 players in top form this season, we are gonna bang it, blood. Just imagine having Willian And Saliba in top form. You have Aubameyang in top form, scoring the goals. You have you have Willian in top form, and Pepe. That is enough, blood. The rest of those 4 can pull up the rest of the team. That's what we want, and that's why whenever I come live, I cry for top quality players, because I know a top quality player can pull up the team. A top quality player can pull up the others, and that's why I always cry for top quality players. And I was really mad when I saw that in Luis Suarez story. I was really mad. Cedric should step in instead of Willock and play 4-3-3 formation. Okay, let me first get this. Cedric should step in instead of Willock and play 4-3-3 formation. What do you mean? Cedric is very good as a center back and a right back. That's where he's good at. If you take Willock, in his case, we are gonna use him as a creative midfielder, like a playmaker, to feed Lacazette, to feed Aubameyang, or whoever will be up front. So Cedric cannot really step in for Willock. If you're saying we use a 4-3-3 method, I agree with you. I'm really tired of a 3-4-3, man. I want to see us play something like a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3. Now, If we are going for a 4-3-3, that means Tierney and Cedric are going to drop in the wider areas. The centre back will stay as predicted, Luis and Saliba, or Saliba and Murray. Okay, we go to the midfield. The three people in that midfield, who are they now? You have Xhaka, you have Willock again. He's going to appear on the sheet again, man. He's going to appear on the sheet again, and maybe in front of them is Willian, because someone suggested him up in the comments that he should be the number 10. So probably we have Willock, we have Xhaka, in the deeper midfield, and then up front trying to create the chances is Willian. So there is no way we are gonna get around the puzzle of Willock. He's the better guy. The other players are concentrating on their moves away from Arsenal, like Torreira and Guendouzi. Of course, Mikel Arteta said he's gonna give Guendouzi another chance. What do you think about that anyway? Do you think he should be given another chance? Because for me, under the three campaigns, under Mikel Arteta, under Freddie Ljungberg, and under Unai Emery, he never did it. He never did it, and I'm not really ready to give him another chance. I'm not ready. Lacazette is a good guy. Segan or Segun, something like that. Segan. Let me just call it Segan. Thank you for joining the show, and of course, thank you for being a part of the commentary. I want you to smash up the like button. I want you to give me your predictions, because you're Gunners. Gunners never keep quiet. By the way, I live in Uganda. I want to be honest. I live in Uganda, and one of the things people know about Arsenal fans, we never keep quiet about our club. When something goes wrong, we speak about it. When we get a victory, we shout about it. That's the thing I like about Gunners. They never keep quiet, blood. They never keep quiet. And that's why I never keep quiet. When I see Luis Suarez linked to Arsenal, I'm going to come here and shout, blood. When I see that we have signed Willian, I'm going to come here and congratulate the club, because that's a good job. So, Lacazette is a good guy. Thank you, blood. I also believe in that. Let us give him another season at least. If he fails to prove, in this season, maybe my hands are up. Lacazette, go to the dogs. But for this season, I'm still on your side. Try to prove that you're a good player, blood. Try to play that, try to prove to me and the community here on the Arsenal podcast that you're a good player. The moment you become a farce, my hands are up. Your career is going to the dogs. We shall sell you to Juventus, and Juventus is a retirement home, blood. I was saying, I was looking at the way Juventus sign players, and I was like, really, this is really they call themselves the old lady, and I was like, yeah, they are really a home for the old blood. Cedric should step in rather than Willock. If Ceballos is still there, he should be in the game to boost that midfield. Then Arsenal will have a slight win, 1-0. Okay, Kamau, Kelvin insists that we should have Cedric play in that midfield. What do you think about it, guys? What do you think about it? Continue giving me your comments, and I want those likes to smash up to 50. Let us get it to 50 likes, blood. And of course, let us get the comments, because I'm here to read your comments. I'm here to read your comments, and I'm never going to get tired of doing that, because I love Arsenal, blood, and I love Arsenal fans, because you are my fellow Gunners. Cedric stepping into the midfield. I want to be honest. I would want to see Cedric play as a right back. The last time he played as a right back, I was really comfortable. And I want Cedric to play as a right back. However, if you think he's that versatile to play in the midfield, I would welcome the idea more than I would welcome, the big bantered, Willock playing in that midfield, blood. I would welcome the idea, blood. I would welcome the idea, and I have no problem with that. So guys, smash up the like button. 44 of you are watching live. Smash up the like button, and smash up, all the subscription button. Smash the like, smash the likes, smash the subscriptions. Let us get this channel running to 6,000 subscribers within no time. And of course, I have to come in here and say, guys, thank you for reaching. Congratulations, this channel is now in 5,000 subscribers. 5,000. It is because you guys subscribe. It is because you guys love Arsenal. So, guys, do you want Cedric to be part of our midfield? Are you comfortable with Cedric Soares as part of the midfield? Are you really comfortable? I don't know what I should say. I don't know what I should say. Maybe I should say yes, I'm comfortable. Maybe I should say I'm more comfortable as a right back, as seeing him as a right back. But the truth is, I want to see him as a right back. I want to see him as a right back. If he's playing as a right back, I'm comfortable. If he's gonna play in the midfield, it's gonna be chances, and let us take chances. Because Willock, I'm not really in love with Willock. I don't want to condemn my own players, but Willock has really failed to prove that he's the player Arsenal need. Lacazette is a good player, bro. Lacazette is a striker. I love him. I rate him highly. I've been following him ever since he was at Lyon, because Arsenal were linked with him, for a couple of seasons before we signed him. And remember, the slow way we do transfers. Okay. What defines a good striker? What defines a good striker? Because, including me, we are saying Lacazette is a good striker. Lacazette is a good player. What defines a good striker? The goals, blood. The goals, that's the answer. The goals define how good a striker is. The goals define how bad a striker is. Lacazette has been at Arsenal. Just look at last season. He must be one of the players that are standing out, because his name stands out on paper. When someone gets hold of a sheet of paper, they open a book, something like this, and they see we are playing Lacazette on paper. They are scared, blood. They are scared, but on pitch, he's not scaring. He's not giving us 20 goals per season. His caliber, he must be the calibers of Karim Benzema, Robert Lewandowski. That's where I rate him, blood. He must not be, he must not be a mediocre striker. He must be a good striker that scores 45 goals. How can you say Kane is better than Lacazette? Really, blood. Lacazette is a good guy, but if he wants us to continue protecting him and defending him, he better get off his sleeping couch, get the scoring boots, wherever he left them. I don't know whether he left the scoring boots, in the Fly Emirates jet, or he left them in Lyon, or he left them, when he had gone for the World Cup or Olympics. I don't care. Let him get his, scoring boots on, come back to the Arsenal pitch and start scoring, because that's why you're paid. That is what you're paid for. Lacazette, you gotta start earning your money at Arsenal. You gotta start earning your money, blood, because right now you're not earning it. You're just a mediocre player, I don't know, blood. We are unlucky that Gabriel Martinez is not available to partner with Alba and Pepe up front. They both have good dribbling skills and speed. Very, Don Monamesi. Oh, Monamesi. Okay. I think you have a point, blood. You have a point. Gabriel Martinelli. I know you're talking about Gabriel Martinelli. I understand. And you want him to partner with Alba and Pepe up front. Guys, let me comment on this. This must be the breakthrough season of Pepe. Last season, he finished it well. Let this be the breakthrough season of Pepe. We are not going to wait for Pepe for another 20 seasons, blood. We are not going to be patient with Pepe. I myself, I'm not going to be patient with Pepe that, he's a young lad. Let him, let us give him more time. We have given you a season. You have done all your crap at our club, on the grass of the Emirates, on the Emirates Stadium. You know how expensive that is, blood. One of the reasons why we are not buying players is the Emirates Stadium, blood. It's very expensive a pitch, and we don't want players, to start getting their boots on that, on our turf, on our grass, and start doing crap. So if you're saying Pepe is a good player, he must show us starting tomorrow. Blood. Now, you were saying that Martinelli is gonna, should pair with Aubameyang, but even when Martinelli was fit, he has not been given chances. I think Bukayo Saka is, has more chances to play because he's English, and of course, the rules. At least you have a player. You have to have a player who starts for you, and he's English, and all those things. So I think you guys still understand those rules. Martinelli is a good player, but the problem is, we have so many players up front. If it's going to get those regular team plays, he has to fight for them. There are so many good forwards at Arsenal. Pepe, Lacazette, Martinelli, Saka, Aubameyang, Willian. Those are enough. We can only use 3 out of 6, every match day. 3 out of 6. Okay, let me say 4, 5 out of 6. Even if we are to make full substitutions, that means we can, there must be someone who comes from the bench. So I don't know, Blood, I don't know what you think about, but I also miss Gabriel Martinelli so much. Get in the comments, smash up the likes. I'm reading your comments right now, and I want you to tell me what you think about Arsenal versus Liverpool. Aubameyang, Lacazette, Pepe, Saka, Willian, Xhaka, Tierney, Mari, Saliba, Bellerin. What do you think of my starting 11? This is Ghostly. Ghostly is the first person to give me their starting lineup plan. Thank you, bigger man. And I'm gonna comment about your starting 11. Right now. I'm gonna give it the next 4-5 minutes. Now, did you just a goalkeeper, or you went with Leno? Because I can see Aubameyang, Lacazette, Pepe, Saka, Willian, Xhaka, Tierney, Mari, Saliba, and Bellerin. So you're going with Leno in goal. You must be going with Leno. Of course, is the available option. So let us go with Leno in goal. You have gone with Bellerin in the right back over Cedric, right? Yeah, you're going with Bellerin over Cedric. I really don't have so much problems with Bellerin. My problems with him is that when it comes to attack, he ticks all the boxes. When it comes to defending, he's another Mesut Ozil. That's the problem I have with Bellerin. He defends so poorly. So poorly. And that's why I want to see Cedric or else Maitland-Niles in that right back. But, when we're playing against a club like Liverpool, I would give Bellerin a chance. For one reason, Bellerin is one player who can actually put a lot of pressure, against the Liverpool attacking side. So their fullbacks do not actually, power their, might on us. That's the only reason as to why I would go with Bellerin. But for Bellerin, I would go with Maitland-Niles, or I would go with Cedric. Truth be told. Okay. Now, we are still moving on. He chose Bellerin, the right back, and went with Kian Tierney. Thank you for not choosing Kolasinac, Blood. Thank you so much. I don't know what I can do, but thank you so much, Blood. Thank you for not choosing Kolasinac. Tierney is okay. Pablo Mari and William Saliba, in the centre back. Mari is a left-footed centre back, and Saliba is right-footed centre back. So I have no problems with your centre back. And that, let me tell you, I'm one of those people who never want to see David Luiz spend any time on an Arsenal pitch. And you guys are not talking about Rob Holding. Why? He's an Arsenal player. He's English. You guys should talk about something like Rob Holding in the comments. Anyway, so that is the left back. He has gone for Kian Tierney. Brilliant, Blood. In the midfield, I just want to see how you select your midfield, because that's where the problems are gonna come from, Blood. That's where the problems are gonna come from. And tell me what am I thinking about? Tell me, there are some disturbing comments here in my in the comment box. So tell me, Ghostly, tell me the what's that, Blood? What's that? The formation you're using. Are you using 4-3-3? Are you using 3-4-3? Because basing on the facts, I can see you're trying to go for a 3-4-3 because Xhaka, Saka, you actually have only one midfielder in this lineup. That is Xhaka, right? Aubameyang, Lacazette, Pepe, Saka, Willian. Maybe you're going for a 4-3-3 or a 3-4-3 where you have Willian being part of the midfield, Blood. And then you have the 3 as Aubameyang, Lacazette, and Pepe. Willian is part of the midfield. Xhaka is part of the midfield. Saka is also part of the midfield. So it means you're going for a defense of three blood, just like Mikel Arteta. But for me, let me tell you the truth. I don't really trust three defenders for Arsenal. They have worked for us before, but I don't trust them. Smash up the likes button, smash up the likes button, smash up the likes button, and of course, blood, get in your subscriptions so that you can be part of this community. This big community is growing very fast. Smash up the likes button, smash up the likes button, smash up the subscription button, blood. I love Arsenal so much, guy. I think I love Arsenal more. If you cut my blood, I think Arsenal will flow. I think my blood flows Arsenal blood. I think Arsenal flows in my blood. I love Arsenal more than everybody on this stream. If you're saying no, get in the comment. Get in the comment. But I think I love Arsenal more than anybody. And that's why I was ranting today. Check out that rant when I was talking about Luis Suarez. I gave him level. I told him, go to China, blood, leave us alone. I don't want to see Luis Suarez at Arsenal. He's not good enough, blood. Leno in goal. Okay, I know I was trying to ask you. Now, Ghostly, tell me the formation. Tell me the formation, because it looks like a 3-4-3. Trust me, it looks like a 3-4-3. We have Tierney, Murray, and Saliba in the back, and you have Bellerin and Saka, joining the midfield, and then Willian and Xhaka as well, part of the midfield, and then the three players will be Aubameyang, Lacazette, and Pepe. So tell me what you think about the formation. Tell me the formation you're using, blood. Anchor, the loop. This is one of the YouTube channels in the house. He's my blood. Check him out. He does international content. He always gives you the latest in America. Is there a riot? There have been so many, riots in America. There have been so many. So check him out. He gives you amazing, fresh content when it comes to America, blood. And he says, in Jabakus, of course, he's trying to mean that if you don't understand this language, he's trying to tell us that Liverpool's gonna hammer us, but we are not good enough. I know we are not good enough. I know, but at times, we might surprise Liverpool. I wanna say this with my headphones off. We may not be good enough, but we might surprise Liverpool. Trust me, guys. We might, because we did it before. We can do it again. Mission $1,000. Big up blood. Big up loop. Check him up. He gives you the latest when it comes to American content, blood. Wycliffe Ojuang says, I think Ozil should be given a chance. Again, we totally need a creative midfielder. I had to go to sleep. I had to rest a bit. Let me rest again. I don't want to see Ozil near the training session of Arsenal. Let me tell you guys, we have to be decisive. We have to be unapologetic. We have to be, straightforward. We have to be ruthless as Arsenal if we want to go back to top quality, a club we were. Ozil is no longer the standards of Arsenal. Let us agree to that. Let us move on. We are not going to be begging around players. Please play for us against Liverpool. It's the only game you're gonna play. Please, big top quality. Please, give us some, something good. No, blood. If you want to play for Arsenal, play for us. If you don't want to play for Arsenal, get the hell out, of the club and go to Major League Soccer, go to China, go to UAE, go wherever you want, go to Turkey and play for, play for, whatever club you want to play for. If you don't want to play for Arsenal, don't play. If you want to play for Arsenal, play it, play for us. And I think Mikel Arteta, made a very good point when he had just joined Arsenal. He made a very, exciting point. Do you know what he said? He said, we are not gonna beg around players to play for us or join us. If you want to play for Arsenal, that's the biggest thing. Good enough, play. If you don't want to play for us, go. Arsenal is still a big team. We can get top quality players. For example, Hassan O is linked to us. He's linked to Juventus, but he's choosing Arsenal. Gabriel Magalhaes chose Arsenal. Willian chose Arsenal. So there are so many players who want to play for us. So if Mesut Ozil, the man with big eyes as if he was born with glasses inside them, doesn't want to play for us, there's no problem. There's no problem, blood. We shall get better players. He has one season like this. His contract is gonna run out. No one's gonna renew it, and it's gonna move the hell out of our club. I don't want to see him near the playing, the training, the training session of Arsenal, because he ain't good enough. He ain't good enough, blood. He's not good enough. Uncommissioned 4K blood. Ghostly says, Ghostly says he went for a 4-3-3. Yeah, 4-3-3 is a decent, lineup. I think we should be doing a 4-3-3. Alternatively, we should be doing a 4-2-3-1. It's more secure, and I think it looks decent. It can beat any club. Liverpool have been using that 4-3-3 for how long, and they're champions. United have been using that 4-2-3-1 under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and they have gone to the Champions League. So I think if we can get good midfielders, 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1 is good. But 4-3-3 has one problem. If you have players who are not good enough, it is easy to expose you. It's easy to expose you in that midfield. So the three players in that midfield must be quality. I repeat, the three midfielders in that midfield have to be quality. Like Partey, Xhaka, and Alcantara. They have to be quality, blood. They have to be quality. Don't bring in, you don't just bring in anyone who thinks, is a midfielder like Willock, like Guendouzi. You bring three players and you have Guendouzi, you have Willock and Xhaka. That is not a midfield. That is, what should I think about? That is Chelsea's defense last season. Guys, do you remember Chelsea last season, their defense? And I just like how Aubameyang, smashed them in the final. What a goal. What a goal. What a winner. It was a perfect cup winner, and it was. So if you're going to bring in Guendouzi and Xhaka in that midfield, it is not a midfield. It is Chelsea's, defense last season. I wouldn't want to go for that. Casaona, something like Colin says we should go for a 3-4-3, 3-4-3. It has given us so many good things. It has given us so many goods. Probably we can still go for it. Saka left midfielder, and Willian come, and Xhaka on the right. Okay, that looks decent. That looks decent. Probably we can try Willian as our number 10. Creating the midfielder, the creative midfielder. Let us try, we can try that and see. Ghostly says he went for a 4-3-3. Yeah, thank you, blood. I got that. For defenders, Tierney, left back, and the right back is Bellerin. Okay, I got that, blood. Mr. K Cleans says it should be a 4-2-3-1. Yeah, I agree with you, Cleans. It must be a 4-2-3-1, but the quality of players and the numbers we have, let me tell you the truth. We have so many midfielders, over 10 at Arsenal. We have so many midfielders, but their quality is not good enough. So if you're going for a 4-2-3-1, the 5 midfielders, really, the 3 midfielders are not available. Xhaka is the only midfielder I see at Arsenal. Maybe if you're gonna, use Torreira, whose mind is really, away from the club. He's thinking about going back to Italy. Guendouzi has not been playing for some time. Maybe he would want to prove. He would want to prove a point that he deserves to play under Mikel Arteta. 4-2-3-1 is good if I have Partey. Or he's saying actually 4-3-2-1. So if you have Partey, you have someone like Alcantara. I think that would be the 3 midfield and Xhaka, something like that. But thank you for the comment, blood. No. Suarez should not even be exactly, blood. Thank you, man. Oh my God. I can't stand the thought of Suarez with all his weight and the edge in an Arsenal jersey. What are you going to do for us? Maybe before you sign for us, you should actually he should first write something like 1,000 million words explaining what is going to do for us. Maybe if he's going to come as a charity player, we don't pay you. You're just there to score. Not even to score, because you cannot score, man. You cannot score. You're old, blood. Go to China, and I always give players some advice, but they don't take it. Go to China, Suarez, Messi. Go to China, get the money. Go to Major League Soccer. For me, when I get off the stream, when I get off the late night Gunners podcast, and I'm taking some tea around my studio, and I'm online watching the Major League Soccer, I can see Messi running around. What are those clubs called in America? They have funny names, standards, what I think they're even basketball names. So please, Luis Suarez, leave my club alone. We have enough problems. We don't want to add another problem. Please. Saka left side on midfield. Willian come. I got that plan. Ozil should be out. Exactly, K. Exactly. Ozil should be out. Arsenal are willing to pay him to leave our club, and the banterman refused. He said, what did he say even? Smash up the like button, guys. Smash up the like button. It's an interesting stream. 40 of you are watching. Smash up the like button, and of course, get in the comments coming. The comments are already coming in. Smash up the likes, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. Don't leave the stream. It's very bad to leave a Ghana's podcast minus subscribing. Then you're not a Ghana. Who are you? Maybe you are, a Chelsea fan in an Arsenal, in an Arsenal jersey on a wrong platform. But smash up the likes and then subscribe. So. I was still talking about Ozil because Mr. K talked about it. Truth is, Ozil should be gone, far gone. We have offered him a chance to leave our club. The man has refused, man. The man has refused. No, he said he decides when to go. And of course, I know he's getting 350K, per week, and that's the reason as to why he doesn't want to leave. But I'm telling you, your time is running out. You're doomed, blood. There are only 38 weeks to go, and you're gonna be out of Arsenal. You're going to go back to I even don't remember whether where he came from. Did he come from Spain? But I remember he was a very good player at Werder Bremen in Germany. Maybe he should go back to Germany. I even don't care about it. Tierney, Luis, Saliba, Bellerin, Xhaka, Chibas. Kamau is giving me his 11. Kamau is giving me his 11. Kamau is giving me his 11, and he says Tierney, Luis, Saliba, Bellerin, Xhaka, Ceballos, man. Ceballos is not. Maybe you're talking about next season, because Ceballos is at Madrid, and probably he's saying he may not actually even come back. Really sick, sickening news. Cedric, Willian, Aubameyang, and Lacazette. What do you think of this squad? Now, I want to be honest. Tierney is one of the best left backs in the Premier League. I can compare him. I can't even compare him to Chilwell. Tierney is good defensive wise. He's good when he his crosses are perfect. I don't want to compare him to anyone in the Premier League. He's a good left back. Good left back. Luis and Saliba. Now, at times I ask myself a question. Is Luis a bad defender, or he lacks a good partner? Those are two different things, blood. Is he a bad defender, or he lacks a good partner? Let us say. Now, if he's playing with Willian Saliba is fast. Saliba is strong and tall. Luis is slow and short, and he panics under pressure. Saliba looks to be more calm, but he's a teenager. You have to remember that. Now, if I have Saliba and Luis in that defense, the truth is I would be calm, because I know I have a main man in Saliba, and Luis can do can do whatever he wants. The good thing with Luis is a defender who he's a ball playing defender who can actually start runs. He can create assists from way back from the midfield and from the defense. You guys can bear me witness on that. So I think if Luis is willing to step up his form, step up his step up his quality, him and Saliba can play together very well. Bellerin is Zoolander. He's not coming back. His career has gone to the dogs, and PSG are interested in him. If they can give us 25-30 million euros, let him go, blood. Let him go. Xhaka is the only man I have in that midfield. So don't talk about him. my Xhaka, my captain. I'm sorry you lost the amber blood because you were stupid. Maybe now you're getting back to your senses. Ceballos had a very good season ending at Arsenal, and of course that's why Mikel Arteta is dying, trying to strangle himself. I want Ceballos back. Let him come back. But if we cannot get him, we have to think about who we can get. But I would rather bring in Ceballos because he has played a very good season with us, and he can actually he has shown us that he can actually give us more. Cedric, there are so many questions around his deal, but I think he's still a decent alternative in the right back. Willian, I have no words for Willian. He scored 10 goals last season, 11 assists. If he can do that for Arsenal, I'm grateful. Aubameyang, I have no words for Aubameyang. He has scored 20 goals, 21 goals last season. He missed the golden boot with just by one goal. And Aubameyang, I don't know why he didn't score a hat-trick against Watford. Why did you score a hat-trick? You should have gone for a hat-trick, man. That's what shows that you are an ambitious player, man. Lacazette, I'm willing to give him another season. I'm willing to give Lacazette another season, blood. I'm willing to give Lacazette another season because I believe in him. I've followed him ever since he was at Lyon, and I'm really willing to give him another season. If he fails to prove in this season, in this coming season, I'm gonna send him to UAE. I'm gonna send him to China. I'm gonna send him to Major League Soccer so that he can actually be eaten up by the dogs, and we forget about him. That is what I think about the squad. My overall opinion about those players, we need a lot of improvements. For example, Xhaka, Ceballos are all good, but if you had Partey, you'd go for Partey. Not so, guys. That's the truth. Tierney, Luiz, Saliba are all good, right? Willian is also good. Lacazette, but of course, if in this squad, if you had a Filippo Coutinho, you would be happy, right? In the same squad, if you had someone like if you had Partey and you had Owa and Coutinho, you'd be happy. You'd still be happy, right? So I think it's a decent squad, but it needs a lot of improvements to to compete for Champions League football, to compete for the Premier League and other silverware. Remember, guys, we have to win the Europa League. We don't want to be like United. They lost to ugly Sevilla. I can't imagine it, blood. Ozil out. That's it. And of discussion, but we can't forget what he has done for the club. But he needs to be sold. Yeah, I never said he has done nothing for the club. I respect him. He has, he had a couple of assists when he had just come. He won. Yeah, I think he won the FA Cup with Arsenal for during some time. I respect him, blood. I respect him. I respect Mesut Ozil so much. But right now, he has become indisciplined and he has become a problem at Arsenal. We don't want players that give us headache. Let him, if he wanted to be part of the Arsenal squad, I think he should have shown us that long time ago. Being part of the Arsenal squad is as easy as being disciplined. That is one, and give us good football. If you can give us good football, players like Aubameyang. Just look at Aubameyang. Fans like Aubameyang because he's disciplined. He's giving us good football. He doesn't have these kind of proud wings that Mesut Ozil carries around. I'm a big player. I played for Real Madrid. I won the World Cup in Germany. Who cares, blood? Who cares? We have had a couple of World Cup winners in our squad, and they're not boasting around. They're not wasting our money. You're earning a very big wage, and you're doing a lot of nothing. We have to smash you, blood. Michael Thomas says, big up, man. Thank you for being part of the stream, and of course, thank you for getting in the comments coming. I repeated the messages because and they didn't send. Sorry, it's okay, blind. It's okay, blind. This is a Ghana's podcast. This is not BBC or Sky Sports where you make a mistake and you need. This is a free platform where we can actually, as long as we can stay respectful, we can say anything about our club because we feel it deep down at our hearts. And that's why I don't come here and quote, media, this one say this. No, I say what we feel about the club because we know what exactly has to be done to take us back to greater heights. From Jamaica, everybody, of course, if you feel, if it's free with you, tell me what where are you coming from? Tell me. Second says, what's happening in the Arsenal trust? Guy, I was really furious, today when I was, during the Arsenal transfer talk show. I was really furious. Last week we had all the good deals coming in. This week everything is quiet. And this is when Arsenal wants, have you ever seen Arsenal when they want to mess up? This is how they begin. They try, meandering around and, bring in the fake, things, and they want to meander around. But this time, if we meander around, we are gonna blast the Arsenal, board for the full season. And you guys should join me. We're gonna blast the Arsenal board for the full season when they meander around in this transfer window. Because imagine we finished 8th. When did you see Arsenal finishing 8th? And we are reluctant. We are reluctant because we have a free agent and we have someone who we bought at 22 million. We are reluctant. Really. That is in the Arsenal, I know. But of course, we are still linked with our house and hour, and reports coming in that we may actually go for table in a bid very, very soon. We may table in a bid for house and hour very, very soon. I'm waiting for that. It could be a 62 million bid, and of course we are linked with Suarez. I don't know why, but we're linked with Suarez, and there is some misunderstanding in the media during the part with the party deal. So it's not easy, man. It's not easy, blood. Signing Suarez will be a mistake like Chelsea when they brought him. When Chelsea brought him, please don't attack the fellow North Londoners. Don't attack them because they will feel bad. They have already made a mistake by bringing in Thiago Silva. Now you're bringing back their history. They will feel bad. Blood, come out. Just leave them. Now, really, Suarez is not adding anything to us. If Arsenal is saying that they want the best players, they want better than what we have, then Luis Suarez is not better than what we have. Truth be told, Suarez is not better than what Arsenal has. Suarez is old, he has a lot of weight. I know, I'm not saying the weight of Lacazette. I think he's eating a lot of noodles and chocolate. You understand? That weight is and he's not really going to add anything to us. Let us be realistic, guys. My guy, MMTV, another channel, one of those channels that give you the latest content in Uganda. Check, if you are from Uganda, check him out. Check out, all those channels I always mention during the streams. Check them out. The Empire, check out the Rokan Media, check out all those channels. And of course, another one is MM. So MM, big up my guy. It means so much when you guys come in and bring in the comments and support me, blood. Bro here, he never said that. He admits he does have a problem with what do you mean? Colonel says, bro, he never said that. He admitted he does have a problem. He does have a problem with board. I'm not really getting your comment. Maybe you should make it more understandable. You should make, who said what? If you're saying about I'm not really understanding. Please, make me understand, and I promise I'm going to react to that. Good afternoon, Nuha. Good afternoon, Nuha. How are you doing? How is your afternoon from Italy? So, guys, what a rant it was. What a rant. I'm just gonna go through the comments. Through the my prediction lineups, and I'm gonna close this down. As soon as possible. So that was my predicted lineup. Tierney, Luis, Saliba, and then Saka, Xhaka, Willock, Cedric, Willian, Aubameyang, and Nketiah. That was my predicted lineup, and you guys have really reacted very well to it. You told me we should use it. Some of you said we shouldn't use it. It has been quite a wonderful show, guys. Quite a wonderful show. Streamed for almost an hour. I have to go and prepare for another transfer video because I have to talk about Hassan Al and what is happening to the Arsenal transfer season. We started very well. Now we are crumbling. What's happening? Let me go. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Of course, 42 of you are watching. Let us smash the likes before I leave. Let us smash the likes. And of course, let us get the subscriptions in. Smash the likes. subscribe. It is the Arsenal's podcast, and every Arsenal fan is invited to say whatever they have to say. Good afternoon. I'm coming back with another banger video in the transfer, so don't miss that. Don't miss that. Don't dare miss that.